Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in again. Today, I just wanted to take a look at the market, especially Bitcoin, looking at where Bitcoin's at. So on the 23rd, we'll see this CoinDesk article. I'll post a link to it below. It's pretty good, especially if you want to get into day trading and understand a bit more of the technical aspect of it. So we saw that last week, Bitcoin was hitting its head at the resistance line, which was 9,000. It did experience an uptick above 9,000, but then promptly came back down as people took profits. So what we see is that it fell below 8,750, and then over the weekend just kept going down. And that came at a time where, as CoinDesk reports, that Twitter will ban ICO ads. This was published today, which today's Monday, March 26th, Motivation Monday. And as you'll see here, it says, we have added a new policy for Twitter ads relating to cryptocurrency. Under this new policy, the advertisement of initial coin offerings and token sales will be prohibited globally. So this, as CNBC reports, Twitter bans cryptocurrency advertising, joining other tech giants in crackdown. And again, CNBC, Bitcoin falls 7% below 8,000 after Twitter announces ban on cryptocurrency ads. So CNBC finds a corollary relationship, if not a causal relationship, between Twitter announcing that it will ban cryptocurrency ads and the fall experienced in Bitcoin. I would urge CNBC to be a little bit more charitable in their reporting, because Twitter did not announce ban on cryptocurrency ads in total, but rather they announced a ban in advertisements of initial coin offerings and token sales or token generation events, TGEs, which is very, very different from banning in total of cryptocurrency advertisements. So thanks CNBC for getting the information out there, but also please be more careful in your reporting. Although, clickbait and sensational extreme titles do get clicks, and I understand that, but whatever. So while I do applaud Twitter in banning ICO advertisements, because obviously there have been a bunch of scams and frauds and whatever when it comes to ICO sales, where companies might just not be doing their due diligence and actually advertising ICOs in the wrong way. They might be making all kinds of claims that you're going to get returns of 20x and to the moon, and you're going to be a millionaire overnight if you invest in our ICO, blah, 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 which obviously is not the most, neither is it the most legal thing to say, nor is it the most truthful thing to say. So I do applaud Twitter for coming down and sort of positioning themselves and articulating that position and saying ICO advertisements are not welcome here. At the same time, I would urge Twitter to take a more nuanced approach, because not all ICOs and not all TGEs are a bad thing. A lot of them are really good. A lot of them are trying to bring value in ways that other startups in traditional tech spaces are trying to bring value. Now, will they be around in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years time? We all know that the rate of failures for startups is very, very high within traditional tech spaces, and that is no different within crypto. So while I do applaud Twitter for taking a stance here and trying to do their part in having a responsible platform, I would also urge Twitter to rethink its position and have a more nuanced position. Cool. So we are well below 9,000 at this point. Let's look at the market. Here we are on GDAX. So the last time we experienced a downward spike, it went near 7,300. That was March 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. I like to call this space where we experience a downward spike the load up the boat time. If you can load up the boat, it would be a good time here. I'm wondering if we will fall below the 75, 7,300. We are experiencing, this is a day chart, while we came as low as looks like about 7,800, 7,900 today, March 26th. We are experiencing a bit of an uptick. Let's go over to the hour chart. So we were oscillating around 8,000 into the morning, throughout the morning hours, and then a downward tick down to 7,900 where there is some healthy resistance. And here we see volume at 7,900 upwards, where now we are holding pretty steadily at 7,900. So I am gonna see where this goes. Pretty happy that we got yet another opportunity to grab a little bit more at a discount price, if you will. Cool. So let's have a look at the other charts really fast. Let me just go ahead and refresh this. As we'll see, Bitcoin here fell about 8%, Ethereum almost 10%, 9.64%. We're down to 477 on Ethereum. I and many people love Ethereum. They are just massive advocates and doing so much good work in the space. So I'm pretty sure they'll experience a bounce back, especially because, they've fallen just over 50% from their all-time high, which in natural markets is not unheard of. It's actually really healthy for there to be corrections. It's really healthy for there to be downward spikes and, 50% retracements. So I'm not bothered by this number at all. I do think it's interesting. EOS was down to about 448 sometime last week, maybe very early last week or late the week before. And then it went up back towards $7, maybe hit $7.20, and then came back down promptly. It was about $6.50 yesterday, Sunday, and today we see it hitting $5.53. So this is probably going to mark a good opportunity in terms of seeing if it's going to go up or down. I think given its history, it might experience another downtick and then head back up, but we'll see. I wanted to end with Andreas Antonopoulos, who I think is the Papa Smurf of the space. So words by Andreas. He says, use hardware wallets. Most people can't do paper wallets securely. Don't recommend paper wallets to non-experts. And the 1,000 responses that he gets are, use paper wallets, here's how, and then insert there a complicated, insecure method for using paper wallets. Do as Andreas says. He is awesome. He is a thought leader in the space, and he has the technological background and expertise. I always go to him for all of my questions, any concerns that I have. I turn to him as a resource. He is super invaluable, and his perspective comes from a technological perspective where he understands the weeds, the fineness, the fine-grained perspective, but then he can also deliver it in a very, very macro way and a consumable way. So if you're not following him on Twitter, please make sure to do so. I'll post a link down below. I'll post a link to his YouTube channel, which is also super awesome. And I'll post a link to all of these articles that I glossed through. Don't forget to click subscribe. Don't forget to click that like button. Don't forget to share. It really helps my channel. I am basically 100% crypto at this point, 120% of the time. So this is my full-time jammy jam. I would super appreciate your support. Subscribe, share, like, cool. This is Bunny, over and out. Follow me down the crypto rabbit hole.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, got my spotty senses jingling our 10, 10.